Hello, all you wonderful people out there. It's been brought to our attention that President Biden was talking a little bit about former President Trump to the United Auto Workers Union, and it seems like some of the things that he had to say may or may not be true. We're going to let you be the judge of that. But before we get to it, we need you to go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, but please do us a favor. Make sure you add some comments. We really like to hear from you, and we are thick-skinned. We can take it. Having said that, we're going to roll a clip in a few seconds here and let you be the judge of exactly what was said currently and what was said back in 2018 by actual President Trump. So why don't we go ahead and let that roll?
When my predecessor, the distinguished, anyway. When my predecessor was in office, 6 factories closed across the country. Tens of thousands of auto jobs were lost nationwide. And on top of that, he was willing to cede the future of electric vehicles to China. He said if America invests in electric vehicles, it would drive down wages. It would destroy jobs. It would spell the end of the American automobile industry. Well, like almost everything else he said, he's wrong.
Now that you've seen what President Biden had to say, of course, it didn't sound like he was too much in favor of Mr. Trump himself, but he never has been. As we get ready to look at what was being said in 2018 with former President Trump when he was the current president, we need to take into effect that this is coming from the direct source of the NBC News. So we're going to go ahead and roll a secondary clip and let you hear what they have to say in 2018.
This morning, President Trump is on the offense against General Motors, deflecting criticism and blaming rising interest rates after the auto giant announced Monday it would close 5 plants, leaving 15,000 workers in limbo. The president now threatening to slash government subsidies to GM, tweeting very disappointed with General Motors and their CEO Mary Barra for closing plants. The U.S. saves General Motors, and this is the thanks we get. In a statement Tuesday, GM said it appreciates the actions it says the Trump administration has taken to improve the competitiveness of U.S. manufacturing, adding many of the U.S. workers impacted will have the opportunity to shift to other GM plants.
I don't know about you, but that sounds a little fishy to me. I think the White House needs to do a little more facts checking before they allow President Biden to speak off the cuff like that. We all know the teleprompter is what he's reading when he's going through those things. Other than that, I do remember back in 2018, I am a little older than you guys, the fact that President Trump was a little bit upset with General Motors for closing those 6 plants and laying off all those people, even though they were still offering jobs within the company. It was the fact that there was still manufacturing going on in China and Mexico, and the American auto workers were losing their jobs. That was the big problem back then. It wasn't the electric vehicles. It wasn't all these other issues. It was the fact that he had made sure when he was running for president in 2016, he talked about the fact that we weren't going to be losing jobs in the auto sector. We need to know what you have to say about this, because it seems too many times that the mainstream media is not covering things correctly and they're not showing us what we need to see. It's important to us for you to hit those comments down there. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring this kind of content to you. But most of all, please add some comments. Again, we are thick-skinned. We want to hear from you. We appreciate you. Take care.